A Tyrannosaurus rex, a T-Rex. They were like 30 feet tall, 20,000 pounds, and just incredibly furious creatures. And I'm sure right now you're picturing the ones from Jurassic Park, and they were tearing, every other animal apart. Uh, so they're very fearsome, very just scary creatures. But now imagine the same T-Rex that you're thinking about right now. Imagine this T-Rex in a wheelchair, and it's got to be an electronic wheelchair because his arms are too short to operate as wheels that are on the wheelchair. And I mean they sucked at volleyball because their arms are so short. But anyway, this T-Rex still has to eat, and he can't go out hunting the way he used to do. So he does what everyone else does. He orders from some Stegosaurus steaks from Instacart, and he so when these steaks showed up, here he is, and this box comes to his residence in his Amazon jungle, and he can't get the box and pick it up into his lap so he can start eating it. So what could he do? I mean, he's got one of these reacher grabber thingers, but this thing will not pick up a very heavy box of dinosaur steaks. So he needs something else. So how can he do it? He's frustrated. So fortunately, being an Amazon, he can order something on Amazon, and he finds something called a truck cargo retriever, and I happen to have one here. It's a long bar, and on one end it's got a hook, and he can reach down and grab the box and pull it toward him. Now this one here, I kind of don't like as much because it's got screws here instead of a weld, so the screws come undone. But the T-Rex has a Phillips screwdriver as well, so he can fix it when it comes loose, so no big problem. And the best thing about it, he can get that on Amazon for around $30, $40. And the reason he can get it for that cheap is because it's not meant for medical people at all, or medical dinosaurs at all. And if it was medical, they would charge 3 times as much, even though it's the exact same product and everything. And for an example, the T-Rex also needs leg straps so he can move his legs, and these straps cost $80 again on Amazon. And but you can get like forearm forklift straps that are about 9 feet long, and using the same material for $20 is all that would cost. And simply the difference being that one is medical and the other one's not. You get way more product for the cheaper one if it's not called medical. I don't know if you really want to tick off a T-Rex like that by taking advantage of him, but I don't know. It's just for them to do. But anyway, back to the T-Rex. His life is entirely different now. He can't just stomp through the woods and just grab everything that he needs. He can't reach things. He needs help getting out of his chair to poop. The other T-Rexes, quite frankly, are wondering whether or not it's better off just to eat them because it's just hard to take care of them. And then not only that, but he had to give up his career in stand-up comedy because he can't stand anymore. Oh, you don't believe me, right? No, he's a comedian. He had actually have one of his jokes. His joke is, what's the difference between a dead attorney in the middle of the road and a dead Brachiosaurus in the middle of the road? The difference is scavengers are eating the Brachiosaurus. See, dinosaurs have jokes. They have a great sense of humor. People just never realize that because of all the teeth. But anyway, thanks for listening and watching. And if you want to know more about me, I'm in a wheelchair as well, and we'll talk about it on occasion. And I'm a novelist as well. I've got about a dozen books, mostly humorous. And if you want to know more about me, check me out on my website, www.normcowie.com. Cowie spelled Cowie. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Take care.